Hello, my name is Anna, and this is my character. So, what I'm doing is, I had posted yesterday a video on comfort levels from inside of my main base, and did not realize that halfway through the video that the volume went out on my headset. So, anyways, I had to pull that off the air and I am currently redoing it. So my apologies. So, anyways, comfort level for my main base 60. Okay, rested bonus is 1 hour and 5 minutes. So, just to kind of give you a little rundown here. So, this is the reason why you want these warmth, shelter, sitting, okay, maximum increased stamina. Sorry about that, tongue tied first thing. And maximum regeneration. All right. So, and I currently have a buff running. All right. And then I have benefits coming off of food as well. Okay. So everything adds to everything in this game. So highly important to do. So with that being said, let's go down and see our people that we have. And we're going to start back here with the blacksmith, because the blacksmith is the very first person you're going to run into. Usually, when you first start this game. So, the blacksmith has benefits for your base, but he has nothing that is a comfort level. So you can make, your axes, your lock picks, nails, shields, armor, weapons, all kinds of really neat stuff that he has to offer for you. Okay, the clutter, uh, it doesn't do anything for you, so I wouldn't even worry about it, to be honest, until you're at a level where you can sit there and find the resources to start making this stuff. Same thing with his decorative dishes. That's all they are, is just decorative. Anything that says decorative is just what it is. It has no buffs and no comfort level to it. So that's pretty much it for the blacksmith. When you first get started in this game and you set up your crafting table, you will have the ability to sit there and make a tiny chest. Okay, tiny chest doesn't give you anything. Neither does the small chest. Okay, and you'll eventually start getting all these wonderful blocks and roofing materials. Now, homes do provide comfort. A home consists of floor, 4 walls, and a roof. Beds, the very first bed you can make is this crude mattress. So you'll want to make that. It's really simple. These materials are found in the starting area. So you make that. That way you can sleep at nighttime. Keeps the enemies away. Makes the nighttime go by 60% faster. Soon as you are able to, you can make the crude bed. The crude bed increases your home's comfort level by an additional 1. Benches, I would go ahead and make yourself a bench, maybe make 2 benches. Chairs, okay, +1. All of this stuff adds up. Fireplaces, the scavenger bonfire, you can't make that right away. That actually came from the Blackmire area, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, you'll eventually get that. But when you first start out, that's your fireplace. Real simple to make. Okay. Gives you a +2 to your comfort. Candles, excellent addition to comfort. You can make lots of candles. The wall torches. So all of this stuff, candles, torches, all +1. The fireflies, +1. Fireflies, it takes a lot of fireflies and a lot of plant fiber. I typically don't start doing that right away. I save that because I have better lamps that I want to use with the fireflies. The table, the crude kitchen table, make that, make the side table, and make the nightstand. They all give you a plus, well, nightstand's a +1, crude side tables +2, and the wooden tables +1. I'm not quite sure why the side table gives you more comfort level than the kitchen table. You know, maybe make 2 of the crude side tables and put them together side by side. Again, anything that says decorative does not give you anything as far as benefits. Useful, but doesn't give you anything. So that's everything from your workbench. The next person you're going to want to go out and get, and it's up to you, you can either go get the huntress or get the carpenter. I usually go get the carpenter. Reason being, the carpenter has a lot of things that you can get. Again, the storage containers, they're great. You want to make the magical ones because everything within the range of your main base's safe point, that will draw. So like if I'm at the kiln and I need to make charcoal, I can just click on the kiln. No matter where the kiln's at, as long as it's within range, I can make it. So as soon as you can start making those, that way you don't have to keep running back to the chest to sit there and make it. He makes the gliders. Okay, and you'll get these recipes as you get more experience. The trampolines, they come out of the Blackmire Forest. The water wells, those, no value whatsoever to them as far as comfort. Value for food, yes. Value for comfort, no. If you're starting out in the starting area, don't worry about it because the well at the starting area gives you a lot of water. Okay, the bathrooms. So when you're first starting, after you get him and you get some of his equipment, you can start making the wooden sink, the toilet, and you can actually sit on that toilet. It's really weird. And the wooden bathtub. +2 bonuses to all of those things is phenomenal when you're first starting out. Really adds up. Gives you extra time that you can be out in the shroud before you need to return to your base. The stone sink, stone toilet, the copper bathtub, and the stone shower. Those you'll get later in the game, and of course you'll want to upgrade as you do. The beds, you already seen the starter bed. The next bed that you would be able to make is what's called the wooden bed. It gives you a +3. The ornate wooden bed, and of course it takes more materials, The rustic bed, it comes from the Blackmire Forest. The stone bed comes from the desert. Now the stone bed, you really dramatically jump. You go to +5 comfort level. And then the palm wood bed is currently the best bed in the game. It gives you a +6. And that you get out in the desert areas. You can start collecting that in both of the desert biomes, the materials. And the materials are the palm wood logs. And of course, by that time, you got the huntress. She makes the fabrics. Currently, the king size bed does nothing. I don't know if it's a bug or what the deal is with it, but stay away from it. Don't even bother making it because it gives you no comfort level bonus. If you want a king size bed, just make 2 of the palm wood beds, put them together, you get a +12. Benches. Benches are great. That gives you a place to sit. You can start making benches pretty quickly in the game. All you need is some resin and wood and the carpenter. +2. Then +3. The rustic bench along with the nest bed, comes out of the Blackmire. Stone bench, again, comes out of the desert area. Iron bench, of course, made from iron. Takes padding, the mint, mushroom meat, and lapis lazuli. It's currently the best bench in the game. I have a couple of those throughout my home. Chairs, +1 comfort level for the chair. Okay, fairly simple to make. Again, carpenter, wood, and resin. Lots of resin. Red trees give resin. The big trees give resin, but not as much as what the red leaf or the brown leaf trees do. The pine trees do give resin as well. And you will also find a lot of resin just laying around in a lot of the abandoned homes. Pick it up because you'll go through a lot of resin in this game. Polished wood chair. And then you go to the polished wooden throne. Rustic chair. Stone chair. The palm chair. And then besides what the collector, and I'll show you who the collector is here in a minute, the sand throne is the best throne in the game, +7. So I usually stick 2 of those in my home. Fireplaces, we've already talked about the stone hearth. The only difference between this one and the one that you make at the beginning is it has this little wood base around it. Doesn't take anything differently except for you're using the carpenter, and I guess it's because the carpenter is making the stone base. The next one that you can make is called a clay fireplace. I usually upgrade to that as soon as I can because you have to have brick. Brick comes from the clay. And you need the carpenter's kiln for doing that. But it gives you a +3 comfort level. The top of the line fireplace right now, and I have these in almost every one of my homes, at least in 1 or 2 spots. And I'll say something about the fireplaces too. If you have a large home, you will not be able to sleep comfortably if your bed is too far away from a source of heat. Those of you who used to play Valheim, like what I used to do, will understand this, that you have to have warmth to be able to sleep comfortably. So anyways, brick fireplace, top of the line. Your lighting systems, candles, big thing. Make as many candles as you can when you're early in the game. The wall-mounted candles +2 comfort is a huge jump because you'll use a lot of candles around the house. So the fireflies. Remember I said that I usually wait for a little while before I start using fireflies? This is the reason why I like the firefly chandeliers. I use those outside in my gardens outside of the house sometimes. I also like the firefly standing lamps. The brazier is nice. I use that outside. Never really used it inside the house before, but I have 5 test homes that I have set up for my next series in this comfort in the comfort. Sorry, gotta take a drink. Oh, sorry about that. So anyways, I have 5 homes that I have set up at the starting area that have resting bonuses of various types based on what you can do at the different levels that you will encounter based on being by yourself and then having the various hirelings with you. So you'll see some of these things in some of these different homes. The sandstone brazier, I don't really use it. You can, scrap iron torch. I like using that. Doesn't take a lot. The polished scrap brazier, it's pretty, so I tend to use it. I really like the chandelier. I like the looks of it. I typically will end up using this one. Use a +2. And then the next one I go up to replace all my chandeliers is the bronze chandelier. So currently there's not a mineable bronze in the game. You have to use tin and you have to use copper. And you use that with the smelter. So it's a combination thing. So bronze, comfort level 4 for the floor candles, the wall torches, candle holders. Top of the line, the sandstone lamp. I call it the magic genie lamp. It's kind of like an oil lamp. And then the wall lantern. These are made with glass, goo, and luminous growth. All +5. Tables. Tables are excellent. They mix the tables in with the nightstands. So we've already talked about the tables a lot. I'm just going to flip through them here so you guys can see them. As you can see, they graduate upwards. Now, I'll stop right here on this. So when you start getting into the banquet tables, the only reason for having a banquet table is if you really want to have a lot of chairs, to make an impressive video or to, fill in a large kitchen area. Comfort-wise, same thing. A regular standard table, 4. Banquet table, 4. Palm wood table, 5. Banquet table, 5. The rustic table, 3. Banquet table, rustic, 3. Okay. Again, anything decorative, the cemetery stuff, no comfort level whatsoever. Decorative clutter, Looks pretty. I have it throughout my home. So when they did the hollow halls and they introduced them, they have these beautiful wood cabinets where you can display everything that's collectibles that you find, including the seashells. I was really hoping that these would have some type of comfort bonus because they are a large piece of furniture. They do not. I don't know if this was an oversight or if this is a bug issue. The mannequins, I like them. I like to put my excess armor on them. Of course, they don't have any comfort level, but they do look nice. The weapon racks, again, just decorative. Cupboards, again, I don't know if this is an oversight or not, but they don't have any comfort bonus. I use them because I display dishes and stuff like that on them later on in the game. Doors, decorative. Barrels, crates, decorative. Shelves, once again, I think shelves should have some type of comfort bonus. So should the bookcases because they're large, but they don't. See? Again, I think it's like maybe an oversight on their part. The statues, these all come out of the Blackmire Forest area. They're really nice to have around inside of the home. I don't know if there's any intention of them having any type of comfort level to them or not. Right now they're just decorative. Secret doors. I love secret doors. I just started using them, playing around with them. But no comfort levels. The windows in this game are fabulous. And of course they go from being the easiest made all the way up to the more complicated, glass, charcoal, iron. But no comfort levels. That's it for everything that the carpenter has.
Happy to help.
Okay, we're gonna go past the collector and we're gonna come over here because the huntress is gonna be probably the third person that you go out and get. So she does arrows, she does the linens, she does the furs, she does padding, she makes armor. So we'll scroll through this stuff. Alright, wall decorations. Now, terminology wise, it shouldn't have any type of comfort level, but it does. So, the Fell Thunderbrute trophy is probably one of the first ones you guys are going to get. Takes one head, some nails, some wood planks. Nice thing is, it gives you a +1 bonus to your home. So make that as soon as you kill that guy. And then to make a bronze one requires 3 heads. And you'll run into him more often, but if you want to, you can go farm the same well area repeatedly because he respawns. You won't get the points for it, the experience points, but you can do that, as a way to sit there and get him. So currently, the trophies top out at +2. The iron trophies are supposed to give a comfort bonus of +3. They don't give any comfort bonus at all. So make them if you want to hang them on the wall. They do look nice. They are huge in size, but they don't give any comfort level at this time. Her carpets, simple to make. Some dried fur, dried linens, but they give you a lot of bonuses. The straw mats, plant fiber. Plant fiber is very easy to find around this place. +1, +1. I usually go with the small straw mat because it takes half. The fur straw mat, just what it says. It takes dried fur, it takes leather, it takes straw, but it gives you a +3. And then the best rug in the game right now is this octagon shaped rug. It gives you a +4 comfort level. Okay, but it also takes quite a bit of resources. That is everything that she offers in the game.
Good hunting.
So, the next person you'll probably go get is going to be the alchemist. The alchemist has absolutely nothing to contribute to the home comfort. I will point out one thing with the alchemist here. So this grinding stone is really nice because it makes the bone meal. It makes flour and several other ingredients that you will need in your place. You know, I usually stick mine in my kitchen. But yeah, he doesn't have anything that offers any comfort value. He does make clutter. See? He makes books. I love to have books because I like to have a library. You know, and books make it look homey. Okay. The mortar pestle. Everybody knows what that is. You use that to grind up herbs and stuff. I figured at some point maybe they might sit there and use that as an active piece of furniture, kind of like the grinding stone, but currently it does nothing. It's just more ornamental, but it actually contributes to what he can do. So that's everything for the alchemist. Next person on your go-to list, most people usually go out and get the farmer. Same thing here. She doesn't have anything as far as comfort level, but what she does have is food and recipes that you need. The oven is great because you use it to cook with. The almanac, that allows you to get more recipes for her. The beehive smoker, that allows you to sit there and make beehives. The flower plants, those are just pretty. They don't do any type of comfort bonus. The decorative scarecrow, I think it's cute. Doesn't do anything. Of course, there's no active birds that come down and swoop your gardens, so but it is cute to sit there and have. As soon as you are able to find the farm soil, you can make fertilized farm soil. And the same place that you get the farm soil from also has the flowers from. And I can't remember the name of the place off the top of my head on the map. But yeah, I go there quite a bit and I dig up both of these. One of the things you'll want to have her make for you is the seed bed. The seed bed is great for planting seedlings for your garden because you can grow almost everything in this game. The beehive is great once you are able to start growing grains. That way you can make honey and you can make wax. The fire pit, you use that for cooking different types of meats and foods and stuff at a rapid rate. It also contributes to what she can do for you. Her foods, okay, +4 and +2 to Constitution. All right, other foods give you different things. And I'm just going to click through them. So you can kind of see. I almost always start out with chamomile tea at a very early stage because chamomile and water are pretty simple, pretty easy ingredients to get, and they give you a lot. +4 to health regeneration when you're fighting monsters is huge. +2 to endurance is huge. The next thing I usually end up doing is popcorn, because the same place you get soil, you get popcorn from. Or not popcorn, you get corn from. And then the vegetable puree doesn't take a lot to do that. Forest beets, water, and salt. Chicken soup, bird meat, but +4 to constitution. Meat wraps, currently that's the best one, +5 to constitution and 1 to intelligence. So, the skill trees. So let me show you this real quick because this is interesting. Most characters have 3 food slots. If you go up the survivor tree, and keep in mind this is a mage, so I don't, but on this one here, it's called Desert Stomach. It gives you a 4th food slot. It's very handy sometimes. Alright, so next we'll come over here and we'll talk to the bard. So the bard, you get her out of the Blackmire Forest. Taking a drink of coffee, hold on. She makes musical instruments. The neat thing about the musical instruments is, and we figured this out a few weeks ago, because my spouse and I, we play Enshrouded. We have a couple friends that play. So if you're in a big group, and you're each playing a different musical instrument, whoever sits down first, and you can't sit down in a chair and play, but you have to sit on the ground. And that's a strange thing. I don't know if that's a bug either. But anyway, whoever sits down first, everybody else that sits down will start playing the same tune. There's currently 6 different musical scrolls scattered throughout the lands, and you collect those. Once you've collected them, you can destroy the scrolls because they just take up space. She also makes the backpacks. The hunter makes backpacks as well. Her contribution to comfort is the pictures. Okay, all of her pictures give a +3 bonus, which is very nice. The banners, I like the banners. They're decorative. I use them as curtains sometimes, or over the archways of doors. These 3 here at the very top. Now, these medium Howl Hall banners, medium is a very loose term for these things. They are huge. I would almost say they're giant in length. The war banners, again, no comfort level. They look nice, I don't really use them around my place very much. And then she can make the cosmetic gear. So currently there is 3 sets of cosmetic gear in the game, and she makes one of the sets. So that's
It's
what the bard
easy if you
does.
keep
Besides the
practicing.
fact that she pretends to know how to play musical instruments, but doesn't seem to be able to do it very well. All right, the last person that most people get, because you have to get him from the hallowed halls, is, I call him Crowley, but he's called the Collector. All right, and the first hallowed hall you come to, you don't need a key to get into. But then each hallowed hall afterwards becomes more difficult, and you have to have a key. And if you notice, there's actually a blank spot for a fourth key. So my assumption is when they come out with these new places up in the mountains, or maybe when they bring in the water expanses, that they're going to bring in another hallowed halls. All right, so Crowley, he has the ectoplasm press that is used to make all kinds of different ingredients to make his furnitures and food buffs that he has. Chairs. He has a crypt chair. It gives you +3. So I have one just because, I like to have one of everything for the most part. His throne is a +5. Illuminations. This iron crypt chandelier, when you first go into the Hollow Halls, you'll probably see one of them. It's huge. I mean, this thing is so huge you would have to have probably a 30-foot cathedral ceiling to hang it from because the chain is gigantic. Now, thank goodness it doesn't take an exorbitant amount of materials, but I don't make it. This iron crypt brazier is also very large. It's larger than what I would put into my home, but it's a +4. This iron crypt brazier that I have on the display screen is much smaller. It's about the size of an average fireplace. It does not give out heat, but it does give comfort. This iron crypt wall torch, probably about 6 feet tall in the game. I'm not sure. I don't remember what that is in meters, but +4. So if you have a 12-foot wall, it's going to hang down about halfway. The bone chandeliers, this small crypt brazier, the standing skull torch, and the crypt standing torch are the same size as what you can make from the carpenter. And then, of course, his crypt skull torch and the crypt skull torch that sits on a table. Now, I will tell you that these all glow green. Okay, everything in here glows green, and that's because it takes ectoplasma crystals. So it will not light up yellow. Tables, all of his tables have comfort levels to them. The small crypt table is a +3. I usually use the small crypt table as like a desk. The medium-sized crypt table is a nice size, for like a kitchen table. It's a +3. The banquet table, again, is a +3. Why make it? It takes a lot of resources, unless you just want something really big. Crowley / the collector likes size. Now his cupboards, they're very small, to be honest. as well as the stands. But they don't have any comfort bonus. So if you're putting them in, it's decorative only. His crypt book rest, I like it. It's cute. The shelves, again, they're nice. They're normal size, but no comfort bonus. So that's everything that the collector has. As you can see, my comfort level, and you get comfort level from the flame altar as well, is 60. My rested bonus is an hour and 5 minutes. So I'm really good when I go out. I don't have to return right away. This is what those hollowed hall display stands look like. You can see some of the weird looking books that you get. Those come out of the Kindle waste. Hollowed halls. Seashells are something, or the seashell fossils are something new, and that's because they're introducing water with this next update. So those are all collectibles. And if you look at the Cyclops head, see how he tracks? I think it's interesting. Anyhow, that's it for this video. Like I said, my next video will have 5 display homes. Each display home will be based on what I interpret as being the starting level, next level, all the way up through where this character is now. And you'll see how the bonuses stack. So I hope this is informative. I hope it helps. There will be a total of 3 of these videos all dealing with comfort bonuses. It's something that I don't think anybody else has done yet. So I bid you adieu. Have a good day, good weekend, and enjoy the game.